Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on Tween Steam. Today is day 1, which means we're going to do the letter S, which stands for science. So thanks for joining us this week, and I hope that you enjoy our experiment. Come on, let's have fun. Alright, so today we are talking about oobleck. If you've ever read a Dr. Seuss book, you know all about oobleck. We're going to talk about the science behind oobleck, and we're going to try some experiments, and then I'm going to challenge you on what you can do. So what you need for oobleck, really simple. You need some cornstarch, you need some water, and you need, if you want, some food coloring, just to make it a little bit more bright and cheery, and measuring cups so that you know how much you're putting in. And then obviously you need some sort of container to help you with all of that. So let's get started. We're going to do a really simple one first, just to get our hands dirty in more than one way. And we're going to just start with our base. So for that, what we're going to need is our cornstarch, our water, our measuring cup. Oh, and I forgot to mention a spoon to stir it with. Okay, so we're going to take one of our tin foil plates, or you can use any type of container that you have, just something that is washable or disposable. So what we're going to take is we're going to use our cornstarch. So there's a bit of cornstarch in there. So yeah, just be careful with some cornstarch falling out on your table. Alright, so let's get started with our first experiment. We're just going to create our base for our oobleck and just play with it for a little bit. So I have my water, and it's a lot of water. So I'm going to use 1 cup of water, and I'm going to use 2 cups of cornstarch. So I have a smaller water container here. So I'm just going to pour in until I get to 1 cup. Alright, so now this is 1 cup. I'm going to pour that in to our dish. And then I'm going to take my measuring cup, so it's a 1 cup measure, and I'm going to use 2 of these. So I'm going to pour in. This is also probably a good time for me to tell you that if you're working inside, then you should probably put some tablecloths down or some newspapers down. Make sure that your floor is able to be easily cleaned, or put some towels down there too, just in case you get cornstarch and water everywhere. Alright, so I'm just going to move this so you can see me do this a little bit better, because I'm going to need 2 hands for this. So as you can see, maybe, I have cornstarch all over this table. But that's kind of the fun part. We get to just be a little messy, all in the name of science. Now, if you know a little bit about oobleck already, you know that it's a non-Newtonian fluid. So that just means that it doesn't necessarily do what we think it should do. And so all the states of matter, gas, liquid, solid, they all have certain properties, and they all perform in an expected, predictable way. But a non-Newtonian fluid just means that it doesn't predict in the way that we would expect it to predict based on its makeup on paper. And so oobleck is really fun because it plays a lot with its fluidity and its viscosity. And so at times it will form hard like a solid if you put pressure on it. So the more force you give it, the harder it becomes. And the more gentle you are with it, the more that it melts, which I think is actually really pretty neat, because it's that idea that if you push it too far, it becomes super strong and solid. And if you're really nice to it, it will do what you want it to do. So, if you want more information about non-Newtonian fluids, I will leave a link down below about the science behind it from a really great video. Those crash course videos, and I think they're just really great. So now we're on our second cup here. I've patted it down. I'm going to add that. I'm going to bring this one back into frame. Okay. And now we're going to mix. So when you're doing this, you might already notice that if you've taken too long like me, it's already really hard. So just take your time, make sure you're mixing it really well. And we want kind of a muddy consistency. So when the oobleck is kind of this movable mixture, it's wanting fluid between its particles. And so it kind of creates a little sandwich between particles with water in the middle of the sandwich. And that's what's allowing it to be more fluid and more malleable. And then when we put force on it though, it's creating more friction. And so it's creating less space between. And that's why we get that more ability to hold it, to shape it, as long as we're putting that friction on it. Okay, so I think we're good now. So I transferred it to a larger container and I just added more cornstarch in slowly. And I think what we have is the consistency that we want. So when I do it really gently, see how smoothly it flows? And then when I put a lot of pressure in it, you can see it clump up. I don't know if you can hear it too. That's a good one. So again, if I just put this down slowly, it sinks into fluid, and if I just put it down, pop it up, you can hear it. It's kind of cool with that suction. So now I want to add some food coloring because I like a little color. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to do a couple of drops there, and then I got it on my finger. So always remember too, when you're working with food coloring, just to be really careful with your clothes, with your hands, and with anything else around you that could stain. Okay, this is kind of cool. It has a really swirly look to it that I kind of like. I thought it might quickly coat everything. But it's kind of creating this really neat image here, pattern. All right, now I could just play like this all day long because this is really satisfying and cool just to hear it and to feel the pressure that it makes. But I also know that we want to do some science stuff. So again, now when I'm putting my finger in really gently, I'm creating an opportunity for those particles to have liquid between them. And so it's creating a really smooth viscosity and not a lot of tension and friction. But when I want to just tap it, it's creating a lot of friction. And so it's binding together to create that solid type of mass, but you can still see all the water rippling about because the water is now moved to the surface rather than sinking all the way through. So now we can also bring it up and you can see in your hands. Again, remember I said like at the bottom it kind of feels like when you're at the beach and you reach a sand dune, and it kind of feels like that at the bottom, but when you bring it up really gently, it's just going to turn back into that liquid state. And so if I can get enough here, so that's the other thing when you're thinking about the type of container you want to use. This one has a really shallow base, and so it's harder to get a nice big amount, but I'm still getting some, which is kind of cool. And then even when you just rub your hands together, notice how it's not crumbling, but it's also not coming off. So it's a really cool texture as well. But when I put my hands down in the bottom, right, like I can bring it up. There we go. So I have a ball here. So if you can see in the middle is a ball. And as soon as I let it go, it goes into a liquid state. So it's kind of like magic. Alright, so as you can see, I'm now outside because this next experiment is really messy and I don't want to get the inside of my house messy. So maybe this is a chance for you to get outside and enjoy some sunshine. We're going to try to walk on oobleck. Now, as you can see, my dish is pretty small, so I'm not going to be walking, but I'm going to try to stand on it with one foot. So for this, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try to push my foot down really hard, and hopefully the oobleck has turned into a solid fluid because of the friction, and so it's created some force. Then I'm going to try to put my foot in really slowly, and hopefully that way the oobleck will turn into a liquid and just flow over my foot. So let's see how this works. Are you ready? We're going to try just forcefully putting it down. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now we'll try this again because as you can see my foot's pretty big for this dish. So make sure you find a dish that you can actually put your foot in. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now I'm going to try to put it in really slowly. Oh yeah, so it definitely feels like a sand dune here, and I can feel the cornstarch on the bottom seeping through my toes, and this is really cool. It's a kind of cool feeling. I could just stand here all day, but we can't do that. So, and now my foot is stuck. Oh no, the oobleck has got me. Alright, there we go. Okay, so clearly it got to the bottom of the plate. Alright, so that's your challenge. For the week, I want you to create your own oobleck experiment. Play around with it, see if you can walk on it, see if you can make it dance, see if you can freeze it. Experiment with it. Have a great week. Bye.